So let's continue with our work for today. Okay. Good morning. Today is July 19th, 2022. And I am waiting for the package that was supposed to arrive last week, but what happened was they broke one of the jars in the package. So it was sent back to the store to replace the broken objects. I think it must have been some lavender syrups, lavender with rose water and things like that. That's what I ordered. I presume one of the bottles, so the syrup was probably packaged in a glass bottle. And you know what they do with packages. I swear. They use it instead of soccer balls. I had the hiccups. I do apologize. I have no idea why. Either I start coughing or sneezing, or I lose my voice, or some other wonderful thing happens over here. Let's find a symbol that we can work on. Well, let's try the symbol H. Let me get you focused. At the moment, I cannot see okay, I got that set up. So now we find the symbol H. We can get some work done. Hubby is on night shift. Little darling is still sleeping. H is another yellow. We have a kind of yellow over here, so this is a different kind. And you're still not in focus, so I'm going to move. I think that's better. We are expecting about 37 degrees centigrade here today. Actually, I do have more light, but it would help if I turned it on. Yay, looks better. Probably have to refill the pans. We discovered a new hot spring pools. Lovely place. They did not allow me to film. People are there for their health, relaxation, wellness, and you are asked to keep your talking to a low voice, not to disturb the people in the pools. There's a separate area for babies and children under 10 years old, and for bigger kids from 10 to 14-year-olds, and they are not allowed to come into the hot spring pool until they are over the age of 14. The water has been clinically tested, and it is too strong for the young constitution of the children. When we take millihuman, we just put his little feet in there, like, for a couple of seconds. The baby pool is warm. Now, these hot spring pools is about 38.5 degrees centigrade, or this particular pool, which I found more comfortable, was 37.5 degrees centigrade. Now, it's amazing that even 1 degree can make such a big difference as far as your comfort. But the doctor will tell you which type of hot spring. Minerals. He said these have minerals in it which have a healing effect. I presume a certain amount of the minerals get in through the skin, perhaps. Sometimes there are some of the mineral waters that you are recommended to drink. It is good for your gallbladder, and I had my gallstones, so I had the bladder removed. It was rather bad, and the doctor was worried. I guess if you get an inflammation of the gallbladder, besides being horribly painful, it does damage other organs, of course. So I had that removed. The water, as I told you, is also beneficial after surgery. And now, here locally, well, like I said, at Petrohouse, that was the first time. I absolutely loved it. Quaint. They had like thatched roof huts, and underneath, now this was mainly grass, the ground. They put sand to give you the feeling of being, on the ocean beach. White sand they had. The kids loved it, they can make all sorts of little things in the sand. They had different snacks, ice cream, and stuff available. I would have liked to see I'm going to refill the wax. I would have liked to see like a salad bar, with some salad and fresh fruit, like, fruit salad, but I don't like it when they use this syrupy whatever as the base for the fruit salad. I would prefer to have either mineral water or, if they're going to use a fruit juice, then I would prefer the unsweetened. We are in the height of summer, which means we have everything fresh available. Fruits, veggies. This is the time to really stock up on fresh vitamins and minerals. Here in Hungary, summer is over very rapidly. So we should make the best use of the short summer that we do have. Do have a bit of a problem with, as far as drought is concerned, from what I've seen, the other half of Hungary, it's like, on this left side of the Danube, we are more industrialized. And on the right side of the Danube, Hungary is sort of divided in the middle by the Danube. It's more agriculture, but agriculture is present all over the country. Now let's see how well this wax would work. So this is the time of the year we have dumping of fresh stuff. I prefer to freeze rather than can. However, lots of people still can. And preserve, drying, dehydrating is another good way, in my opinion. A lot of people still can the traditional way, the steam bath, especially if there's an older grandma or whatever that was brought up to learn how to do it. For those of us that do not have that, the information is all available on the internet with traditional recipes, new recipes that keep in mind the different allergies and whatever, sugar-free. And doesn't it seem to you that there seems to be a more occurrence of allergies and food sensitivity than there used to be in the old age, or else they are tested more thoroughly? It just seems to me that there's more problem with the children as far as eating anything. You always have to ask, are you allergic to something? Do you have a special diet? I just thought it's rather odd that there's so many problems as far as feeding the children nowadays. That's just my personal opinion. I'm trying to figure out which way we should go. We got some background color. What is it? Good question. Okay, this paper is not supposed to stick. However, put it here this way. Now, which is our background color? It's not that? Yeah. Put a mark on it and you know what you're doing. It's one of those, goes like that. 3865. So that's not it, what I had out. 3865. Okay. Let's search for 38. I got 3855. I want 3865. We had the same problem before that. I couldn't find it. Of course, I'm half asleep. It's rather difficult to focus. 3837, 3856, I want 65. Hello, but that's not that symbol. Nope. Did I label this wrong? This is 3855. Yes. Always double check it. You're like me and you get confused. 3854. We had the same problem that I couldn't find it the last time either. And that's it, 3865. I'm sorry, that's a number. We will find it and I will put it in a place where I am able to find it. Since I seem to have this issue. Where's your husband when you need it? Nope. Now I'm seeing double. Well, I'll be. Oh, Lord, there's somebody would have hit me in the head. Well, guess what? It's the biggest container that I'm searching for. Okay. I think I need a coffee. Good morning to me. I had the same problem the last time too. Because it's in a corner and I had the other tray on top of it. Okie doke. Now we do this. Of course we do. Traffic is picking up very heavy. Now let's see how well I fill this up. Our multiplacer. I did good. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh, come on, it's too early in the morning. Do behave. Move over, guys, you're being messy. Yes, I give a talking to the diamond because they don't want to cooperate. Not that they cooperate once I give a talking to, but you know. Even this early in the morning, my mouth works. Yes. Hubby said so. Of course, he was standing far away from me when he said so in case something goes flying. Of course, I don't mistreat my husband. It's not my fault if things fall out of my hand. I'm old, you know. I see you rolling on the floor, laughing. Why it's not sticking? Because it's covered with a paper. That's why it's not sticking. Now it is. We're all good. Okay, this one's being pushy over here. There. We got them lined up in order. I think I have to lift up the paper in that certain line on the top. Underneath the border mark. I used another kind of tape, but then I couldn't see where the border was. So I went back to this, well, something like a washi tape, because it's paper and not the other kind. I don't know. Do you expect me to make sense this early in the morning? Yes? Haha. Are you wrong? Actually, the whole house is quiet yet, except for the traffic, but then you know that I am on Main Street, so pretty soon I will be expecting the sirens of the first responders. They usually shut the sirens off at 7 at night until 7 in the morning. Like I told you, the hospital is around the corner here. And this is to take into consideration that the patient would like to rest. They usually don't blare their sirens after the corner, which I found rather interesting because I really have not seen, well, I have not been in many hospitals, but I have not seen that considerate of the patient resting, that we should not disturb them. And the people that live, next door to the hospital, around the corner. The hospital seems to be in the main center. Well, at the center of the city, but you have to go to a little side road to get in there, where the entrance is. And then that's where the same place where you have your healthcare facilities, to go to laboratory and drugstore. And there we go. Those are the Hungarian trucks that are not allowed to go past the border because I swear I get the impression they're about to fall apart right in front of my window. None of them fell apart, just one of them caught on fire. They're like, oh, so we have a weenie roast. I'm like, excuse me, your truck is smoking. This is a non-smoking area. You want to put out the fire? No? The driver didn't seem very upset about the fact that, his truck is a little bit smoky. Maybe he's used to his truck exploding. I don't know. I don't know what he was carrying. They sent another truck to rescue the driver. Now, tell me if that makes sense. Not a car, another truck. I looked out the window and I go, I am sure there must be a logic somewhere there, but I fail to see it. Did you ever play with your diamond painting and you see some of the letters, some of the symbols make a word? I have a word that says UN over here. And of course, our wonderful woke couple made a speech at the UN. It's like, I don't know why she swallowed the fly. You know that song? There was an old lady who swallowed the fly. Well, I don't know why. Okay, I will stop singing. Jeez. You would think you hear a minor miracle. I can sing the instrument spider. Nope, I don't want to. sing when a human covers his ears? Music critic. At age 2. Actually, it's getting to be quite funny. The little kid. Oh, he learned how to escape from the apartment. We're close by to the park with swings and everything for the kids. So he decided to go to the park alone. Yes. Nervous breakdown and heart attack time. So we changed the locks. Messy diamond. What's wrong with you here? Another one. I might as well do single placing if I'm going to have a problem with the multiplacing, right? Really doesn't make any sense. This is about as straight as the line is going to get at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm waiting for the package again. Second week. Unless they manage to break it again. The lady calls me from the store and she goes, we will make a package again because it got broken during delivery. And then she goes, oh, by the way, you don't have to pay extra for it. I go, I wasn't about to. I didn't break it. Sometimes in Hungary you hear logic. Extremely rare, but you do hear it. And you're like, oh, an intelligent person. Wow. I know I'm being a piss pot. That's me. I just look innocent. I really don't understand. If my face is all red from being sunburned, why doesn't it turn into tan? Isn't that what's supposed to happen? I know I'm not going to get brown. I don't want to be that tanned because I never do. Just a little bit. I have a little bit of summer color. I did have sunscreen on. So, note to self, you can get sunburn even in the water. Even if you have the highest sunscreen on that is available. I use the same one that's used for the babies. Yeah, hope it goes. I didn't get sunburn. I go, yeah, you're a desert dweller. Why would you get sunburn? He goes, I put sunscreen on. I go, yeah. Could be because the basic skin color is a little bit darker. So you don't burn as easily from what I have read. But I don't have blue eyes and all of that, so I get red and I get dots, polka dots. Oh, garbage man is here, which means it's probably Tuesday morning. Let's see what time it is. 5:30 in the morning. Yep. Okay, has anybody seen my front door keys? Can't find my keys. Okay. Good morning, Coco. How are you? Welcome. Oh, they have a new garbage truck. Wow. It's all white. Huge. Let's see. The guys did not get summer clothes. Okay, they have long sleeves now, so they're not gonna burn. Actually, wearing loose, long sleeved clothes protects you from the sun much better than just a sunscreen. Yeah, they got hats. Oh, they're expecting a heat wave. So what happened is they started an hour earlier, so they will not have to be outside in the heat. And hubby has night shift because they don't want to turn the air conditioning on at work. It is a German company, so it's an international company. And from what I understand, there might be a little problem as far as being able to operate the factory. The one in Germany, not in Hungary. We are fine so far. That's what we have to say in this country. So far, so good. We're hanging in there. The only thing I would comment about that is we don't want more sanctions. We want peace. Very much we want peace. I think we're in Europe has seen too much of the other stuff. I don't know what I want to do when I retire. I would think take a year off and just bum around and travel. I mean, a human is old enough to be easy to travel. Would do him good to see new places, new cultures. Since he has no food allergies, he could even taste. You can always find something that, you know, you can feed the kid. Well, I wouldn't give him local water. I always drank local water. I had absolutely no problem with it, but it was regular chlorinated. I would probably think it over if I would drink from a well, like in a village. Because sure, nothing happens to the people that live there, but they are used to that. Like in the Nile, the tourists should not touch the water or go swimming in it, but the local people do. And I asked husband, because he's Egyptian, I asked him how come. He goes, they get a shot every year and they are used to whatever is in the water. I don't know, I didn't go into detail. I said, now I understand. Like there are some parts of the Hungary where the well water nitrate level is too high. And you must get special water for baby formula, and babies, small children, because it is bad for them. I'm not an expert on that, so if I'm saying something stupid, then correct me. I know in the part of Hungary where my first husband was from, he died. It's from that part of the country. Well, we met in America, so, but he's laid to rest in this country. There, they had water from the ground, and it was not chlorinated. Now, the well water they were allowed to use like for cooking and washing, bathing, but not for drinking. For that, the truck would come around twice a day, and then people would fill up their containers for drinking water. But even that was a blessing, that you could use water for other things. Now they are testing all the wells. And if you do buy a property where there is a well, the water comes from the ground, supposedly that's supposed to be the cleanest because, it goes through many layers of filtering. But then also the excess minerals, if there are, and in the soil will also get washed into the water, no? This was the problem of using all these chemical fertilizers. It went into the rivers and then it went into the ground, via the rain. And then it polluted the drinking water. So now there are special rules, how you are supposed to use. Also, they had the septic tanks that also seeped into the drinking water. So now they have all of this modernized, majority of the places, let's put it this way. And here comes the big trucks. Early, I think they must have started an hour early also because they're expecting to be in the resting area at the warmest point of the day. They have discovered that it is dangerous to have these guys on the road when they're exhausted in the heat. I do think that all the negativity of the past couple of years has brought about certain changes that are for the better. I could have done without a lot of problems. They have developed the Wi-Fi system because the children learn, from the internet, digital learning. As far as the rest goes, don't really have much opinion about it. We're over it. Well, right now in the news, the weather is a topic. For some reason, it is so difficult to understand that it is summer. In the summer, it gets hot. In the winter, it gets cold. I mean, to make it major news, breaking news, that it is summer and it is hot. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And gets hot every year. Well, all of the places are not allowed to turn on the air conditioning. I mean, aside if you have a health issue, you can survive without air conditioning. But I don't know how to expect to survive these harsh winters here in Europe. There are people with small children, and there are old people and people that have medical conditions that need to have a certain temperature in the room because their own bodies cannot regulate. There's only so much clothes you can put on a person. They tell you not to shower, not to wash your clothes. What about the germs and the viruses and all of that? I mean, we were raised that cleanliness is part of being healthy. I don't understand anything. It's because I'm old, That's it. I'm trying to understand and I'm trying to be reasonable and logical. It gets more and more difficult every day. But this too will pass away. I think all of us that do crafts are very fortunate. We can use our time usefully. We are more restricted as far as movement goes. Well, over here in Hungary, actually, we're rather free to move about. There's no problem at the moment, but I'm sure we will have the usual fall, flu season and what have you. It's a normal thing. It's really quite amazing that this tiny country, or maybe that's it because this country is so small, we are able to have more things under control. I think it could be that. Certainly a bigger country would be harder to regulate, no? It's just my way of thinking. I would say here in this country, the children are still raised with the old way, old-fashioned way of respect. um, certain amount of obeying the authority, but not without question. This is a democracy. We are able to express our opinions. We don't have that much of a cancel culture as some of the Western countries. I doubt in a country that's been through communism, they would very much stand behind the cancel culture. It's fine in this country. You live your life the way you want to live your life as long as you don't hurt anybody else and you don't try to shove down anybody's throat your way of life. It's your private matter. Do what you wish. You do your thing, I do my thing. Respect and accept each other. Respect is, I think, the main key. Okay, we're still on this background symbol. Now that we found the container with the drills in it. I know I had the same problem last time too, and it's in the corner, and this is the only one in the big container. And I was looking through the other sizes, and it wasn't there. I'm like, I know I have it somewhere. Okay, and this goes over there. Wonder where the other one goes to. That's a 3756, and that is, I don't know. Do I have that? Could be that it belongs to another diamond painting. Since I have quite a few projects going over here. I don't even see one over here with that number. Nope. So I think it belongs to the other one. Let me check. 37. Yeah. So the background color is this upside down L. Okay, I understand. Seriously, you're gonna come out one at a time? Sometimes. There's a nice fresh smell. I use a little bit of chlorine bleach together with a little detergent to wash the floors. I actually like the smell of that. Reminds me of swimming pools. you know. Actually, I don't mind the smell of gasoline either. Yes, many human has learned how to fix a car. Now he's learning how to drive a rig. Big mistake putting him behind the steering wheel because he doesn't want to get away from them. Like it's my truck. He's too little even to reach the dashboard, But he figures he's the owner of the truck. He thinks everything is his. I think that's the problem of a onesie. Let's see, in about 6 weeks, he's going to start nursery school. It's mandatory here. And from there, there's no kindergarten here. And from there, they go to first grade. Let me see, move over. It's a little bit messy over there. Oh, good. We will be entertained by the music from the church bells. So it's close to 6 o'clock. Yep, the sun is up. So definitely we'll go up to 37, 38 degrees centigrade. So what I'm going to do is when the sun comes this way, I'm going to close the windows, close the drapes, turn on the ceiling fans. I can usually keep the temperature about 26, 27 in the flat, which I think is fantastic. And this is without air conditioning. So no problem there. This is a rather slow project this time since we were doing so many other things. And we waited all winter for summer. So definitely we want to use the good weather to get as much sun and swimming and things like that in. And in the fall we will start with the outings. And then comes the winter where most of the time we will be inside the house. Although, like a little kid, I had to go out in the first snow. For 2 years, we had no snow in this city. That's the weirdest thing. This is Eastern Europe. In the winter, you're supposed to have snow. Really was strange. 2 years now. Here I am talking about wanting snow, and then, just for the heck of it, we'll get a blizzard, then I will be complaining about that, right? Right. Of course. What else? Sounds perfectly logical. I don't know why these drills are so messy. They don't want to line up the way I would like it. No, yelling at them will not get them to line up. Come on. Coffee's done. I seriously think coffee drinking in the morning is a habit because it doesn't wake me up. can drink coffee at night and sleep. I don't sleep much. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do when I am retired. So used to having a full schedule, little sleep. Probably with more sleep, I can even, see straight. Not to mention my brain function. You think my brain function is silly, you should hear my husband. I have to remind him you are a grown-up. I don't want to be a grown-up. I go, well, you're a grown-up whether you want to be or you don't want to be. It's beside the point. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much for spending time with me this morning. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy. Please hit the like button. I will see you next time. Bye.